Hey guys, it's Kosa from Codeandwine Tutorials and welcome back on how to build a website. Today, we're actually getting into what is the HTML5. This is tutorial 2. Attributes and language selectors is gonna be our topic. Well, why did I just say we're actually getting into HTML5 today? Because in the first two tutorials, the only thing that was actually HTML5 there was the document type declaration. And in this and the upcoming tutorial, we're gonna have the full skeleton of what HTML5 should look like. So attributes. What are attributes? Attributes are additional descriptions about the element you're dealing with. And most HTML elements can have attributes. I say most because I don't really use it in a few single tags or empty tags, but you can probably, I don't know, it's up to you if you want to do it, but I don't, so I just said most. Attributes are always specified in the start tag. Okay, so what am I talking about? Let's call our website we had made. You see right here in the starting HTML tag, I put what you have, the lang. Lang, this thing in red right here, is our attribute. And I set it equal to en. Why did I put it to en? Because en is for English. And en is the value of our attribute lang. Alright, having said that now, I want to say that attributes should always be enclosed in double quotes. And in very rare occasions, the value of our attribute also has double quotes. So say we would have something like change some color, double quotes in rainbow. Now you would have to enclose this value changed from now in single quotes. And this is a very crazy value, by the way. I don't think you would ever use it, but it's worthy of mentioning. Now, why do we keep our attributes in lowercase? Let me give you a little bit of background history here. HTML5 is actually this mix of what HTML4 was, CSS, and JavaScript, and those good stuff. Now, HTML4 used to be a little bit loose, and if I can call it improper, you could have gotten away with a couple of things. And the cousin called like XHTML was very strict, and XHTML came from the rules used in XML, which is extensible markup language, and the rules there were kind of fitting to professionals. And so HTML5 said, hey, why don't we adopt some of these rules from XHTML and make HTML4 better and add some other cool stuff and call it HTML5. So that's what HTML5 is about. So before, in HTML4, the attribute names and attribute values were case insensitive. So this in red here, which is my attribute line, it could have been all caps and it would have worked. But why don't we do that now? Well, the World Wide Web Consortium, which I have mentioned before, they recommend and are kind of strict now to demanding lowercase. And if you put caps, it might still work, but just remember, please just stick to lowercase. It's good when you're gonna go and validate your website, or if you're gonna check for errors and those things. In any case, just remember guys, attributes always in the start tag, always lowercase and in double quotes. The HTML starting tag can designate the language you are gonna use using the attribute lang. And that's what I have for you in this tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on how to build a website tutorial 3. Bye bye.